his team is looking for a fourth consecutive championship, a fourth consecutive division championship in his Louisville Bats tenure. And, of course, the parent club, and we are the home for the Cincinnati Reds broadcasts here on ESPN 680, looking to defend their division championship as well. So we welcome in the skipper for the Bats, Rick Sweet. Rick, before we get to baseball, you got to pry yourself away tonight and watch your Zags in action. They're trying to, they got to win probably to get in the tournament. There's a lot of drama tonight. It's the conference championship game.
I'm sorry?
I've been wondering if you're going to be able to pull yourself away from training camp to watch a little of your Zags. Gonzaga has to play
well, you know, I watched the Zags last night. I stayed up way too late watching the Zags win in the semis, so I'll probably turn around and do that again today. You know, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, so I missed a little sleep last night.
Attaboy. We would expect nothing less from you at this time of year. You got basketball going on and, of course, getting ready for a big season here. You know, give us a little overview of camp right now. Everything going on, schedule. What are the big answers that you guys are trying to find? I mean, you're trying to nail down. I heard you say, you know, Dusty Baker will take his 25. I'll take the next 24 and be perfectly happy. That's how deep our organization is. What kind of a feel do you have who your next 24 is going to be at this point?
Well, I think, you know, if you look at the Major League club, you probably can name 22 of the 25 they'll take. You know, and then the other three spots, there's probably about 20 guys vying for those three spots. So it's going to be a while before we really find out who's going to be in Louisville. You know, this camp has been absolutely the best as far as players being in shape and healthy camp that I've ever been in.
You know, you made an interesting point. I heard you at the press conference in the preseason say you played some teams last year, some of the minor league, you know, AAA affiliates of these other teams. They had like 10, 11 guys over the age of 30 on the roster. You guys division champions, and yet you had only 2 guys, I think, that were in their 30s. I mean, how much of a conscious decision was that from the parent club to stock this Louisville team with right young talent?
Well, I think it's stocked because we have so many good young players. You know, most organizations don't have that luxury. They have to go out and sign guys to be insurance for the Major League club or sign guys to make their AAA club competitive. We don't have that problem. We're so deep in our upper levels that we don't need to go sign those 30-plus-year-old guys. We got guys in the mid-20s that are probably better players.
Talking to Rick Sweet, the manager for the Louisville Bats. Give us a feel for some of the stuff going on in the spring. I would think you had to be encouraged as an organization to hear this. I mean, Johnny Cueto, who last year, you know, said, listen, I was pitching for a new contract, so it's easy to be focused, but he got that big deal. He got the big contract, and he said that that's only made him recommit himself to show that it wasn't just pitching to get the contract, but that he's worthy of the money. I would think the fans can relate to that. How about the guys in your position? What does that do for an organization when you hear a guy out saying that publicly?
You know, he's a quality young man. He's come up through the organization. That's the other big thing is most of these players that we have signed long-term, they came up through our organization. There are people, and, you know, that's a credit to scouting and our player development. It doesn't surprise me a bit. You know, Joey Votto, same way, Jay Bruce. These guys, yes, they got big money, but you know what? They love being part of the Reds, and that's where they came from. They're all Reds organization guys, and, you know, I would expect nothing else. And I think we've got a whole group of guys here that fall in that category.
What are your assignments right now? Like today, I think Homer Bailey goes to the Hill, does he not? I think Homer pitches today. What will you be doing during that game?
I'll go watch the game. Once
you just, I mean, from the stands with a clipboard, or what are you doing?
What's that?
I mean, from the stands or the dugout or the press box?
Nope, I'm in uniform. Nope, I'm in uniform. I'll go down and watch the game. When the team goes on the road, I don't go on the road with them. I stay back and work with the stay-back guys and make sure they get extra work. But we've been on the field since 9:30 this morning, so we've got a full work in already today, batting practice, infield, and everything else like that.
Tell me me a little bit. I'm on the Reds website, and the article about the game, I mean, this is from the team itself, so this is not anybody else, saying Homer Bailey looking to lock down a rotation spot building off of his first start. Is there, I mean, how tenuous is that? What is the thought behind where Homer is right now?
Well, I think, Homer's had a great spring, and he's, again, in great shape. His stuff has been good. All of these guys, we've got about 7 guys fighting for those spots, and they're all doing the same thing. They all keep going out, having quality starts and quality games. It's just a matter of consistently being able to do that.
Anybody been the buzz of spring training? Anybody that just come in and said, wow, this guy's really come ready to go?
Well, I think a couple of surprises here at Dondo and Dontrell Willis have both really pitched well and shown that they still have productive arms. Both of those guys have really opened some eyes and added 2 more guys to our mix.
Dontrell Willis, I mean, those of us who remember how dominant he was, it's hard not to root for him, and he's got that added element of a left-hander. I mean, how confident were you guys when he came in that there was still some chicken on the bone with him?
Well, I don't know if confidence is the right word. Our people saw him work out. They liked what they saw. He's a great kid. He's got a great reputation. I think it was more of, let's see what he looks like. And so far, he's really stepped up and done a good job for us.
Hey, Skip, you got a guy, one of your kids, as I like to refer to him, Paul Janisch, slated to be the starting shortstop. I know that makes you pleased, and he played well. And then Edgar Renteria, they actually played at second base yesterday, and they both played well. Tell me a little bit about how you think that's going to work out.
Well, I think Janisch is the guy that they plan on being the shortstop. Renteria will play a little third and a little second. He definitely is going to be a utility guy. They've told Janisch it's his job to lose. And up to this point, Paul's done a great job.
All right, so give us a little timetable now for the rest of the spring training here. How much do you get to start planning your own ball club as we go down closer to opening day?
Well, my ball club's still here with the big league club, so I've got plenty of time to see what's going to develop. We've got left. Can you tell it's windy here?
Yeah, no kidding.
We've got 3 weeks of spring training left, and in those 3 weeks, things before you in March.
Good Lord. It sounds like you're being blown into the ocean. Listen,
we get about 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds here today.
Yeah, it sounds every bit. We'll let you go back to work, and we look forward to our next visit, and I will certainly look forward to seeing you when you come back to the Bill. All right, Rick, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, Bobby. Always great talking to you.
Right back at you, Rick Sweet, one of the really, really great additions to our community. I know it's one of those cliched things, but it really is. If you've not gone to a game and watched him after games interacting with kids in the stands, I mean, he's an ambassador for baseball. And, oh, by the way, they've won 3 straight division championships, so he's not just out there having, hits and giggles. He's out there playing some great baseball as well. Perfect fit for this young ball club. Really loves working with the young kids, and I know from talking to the guys, that feeling is mutual. They really enjoy their time in Louisville, so it's great for all of us, and looking forward to a big year for the Bats and, of course, for the Reds, and we are the official home of the Cincinnati Reds right here on ESPN 680. We are in New York, again, one of the last times I'll get to remind you, because the thing gets started tomorrow, Big East Bracket Challenge. You can win a $25 gift certificate